think I need you.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. What was I gonna say? So on today's video, you see I ain't got on no makeup. Girl, face is bare. I just got out the shower, and that's because it's raining outside. I went to go take out the trash. It felt nasty, so I felt like I needed to take a shower. I am going to just be doing like a cooking video. It's Sunday. Normally have Sunday dinners, but I guess this will be kind of like their Sunday dinner. I'm making burgers and gravy with mashed potatoes, broccoli, and probably some biscuits on the side. I'm just over this whole moving process. Like, I'm still in the process of moving. I should have been moved like over a month ago. It's annoying. It's really, really irritating. So pray for me, y'all, for real. Please pray for me. This whole situation is just really annoying. But anyway, I'm just blessed to have a roof over my head. Anyway, you know what I mean? So a lot of people don't have that, so I gotta count my blessings and things that I do have. But I'm gonna show you guys how I cook my, some people call them Salisbury steaks. I don't really consider them to be Salisbury steaks. I always grew up calling them burgers and gravy. When my grandma made it, she always made it with either mashed potatoes or rice. But I'm gonna show you how Dee do it today, so stay tuned. So this is the ground beef. I have 2 eggs. I'm gonna make it them some buttermilk brand biscuits. I have this secret onion soup mix that I put in here. I have some onions because, relax. I have some onions because that's what I use for my gravy. I have some broccoli that I cleaned. And then here's some potatoes, some yellow potatoes. I will say that if you are going to be using potatoes, or you're not going to be working with them right away, then you need to put them in like some water, like cold water or so. I mean, it could be warm room temperature, but just make sure that you have them in water, or they're going to oxidize and they're going to turn brown. So if you ever try to make like a pot roast and you was trying to get everything together and them potatoes start turning brown, it's because you know, they started oxidizing. So once you cut them up, or once you peel them or whatever, put them in some water if you're not gonna work with them right away. Yeah, I'm 9 months pregnant. But the only, stop trying to pull that table from her. The only thing I'm gonna season my ground beef with today is going to be some granulated garlic, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some black pepper, a little bit of seasoned salt, and a little bit of caldo de res seasoning. So like it's like a beef bouillon flavor, just to give it that nice, you know, jazz it up or whatever. And then I'm going to be adding like 1 or 2 packets of this onion soup mix. Well, I'm gonna be using 2 packets of this, and I might add some bell peppers and some onions. You know, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna add 2 eggs to that, but hold on. So I'm also going to be adding some seasoning blend to it. It's seasoning blend. It has onion, celery, green bell, and red bell peppers. So I'm just going to add some of this. So I just have this water boiling, some sea salt and some water. But I'm going to add my potatoes in so they can start cooking while I start working on the burgers. And breakfast, I'm cooking dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna help them.
This is some onion. The seasoning blend. Now this should basically just be self-explanatory, because I'm adding in all the spices that I told y'all that I was gonna use earlier, like that onion powder, that garlic powder, some black pepper, maybe a little bit of seasoned salt, because I know this looks like a lot of seasoning to some people, but this is actually like a lot of meat, because I had to cook it in two pans. So you kind of have to double up a little bit. But for me, I low-key should have added like maybe 1 more egg. I could have got away with using like 3 to 4 eggs, honestly. But I'm just seasoning it up. It's self-explanatory. And then you want to mix it all together with some clean hands, baby. Wash your hands, don't be nasty. But yeah, I added that onion soup mix. That's what really takes them burgers and gravy to a whole new level. Like, you have to use that French onion soup mix, because like, I don't know, that's just how my grandma made it, and I just feel like if you don't use it, it's just not right, and I just can't eat it. I mean, like, I guess I eat yours, but yours would be Salisbury steak. Mine would be the burgers and gravy, baby. Like, mine the one that got the love in it, because, you know, it's the generations, the ancestors just leading. You feel me? So, yeah, you want to mix all that stuff up. But like I said, this was a lot of meat. I probably should have used like 3 or 4 eggs instead. But they still came out pretty good, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, I'm a person, I like to clean as I go. So when I'm done like making them little patties, I made my kids a little bit of smaller burgers, and then I made like the ones for me, or like any adults, a little bit bigger, and I cooked those in a different pan. I mean, you should know how to roll out a damn patty. You could do it either like a little circle, or you could do it like a little oval if you wanted to look like a Salisbury steak. But I mean, I just did circles today. I'm having contractions so bad. Yesterday, I thought that my water broke. Your full term at 37 weeks, but I'm trying to at least make it to 39 weeks. Shit, something. Lose your attitude. I'm trying to at least make it to July. You know what I'm saying? Okay, baby. Please don't touch me right now. I'm sorry. I'm definitely at the end, though. Look at your hair. You gonna let me fix it? Yeah, because why you do this to your head? It was so pretty earlier, and you want to pull out the ponytails and stuff, and then you got an attitude. You didn't even grease your scalp. Kiss. Thank you. Can I put you down, please? Can I put you down? I can't put you down. Okay. Don't throw yourself up. Of course, she's been acting like a baby for the past couple months because she's realized, I feel like she can sense that she's not going to be the baby anymore. So, you still my baby. Yeah, I gotta know my baby is in my belly. Yeah, but I'm having contraction right now, so my belly hurt. No, stop rubbing you're rubbing my breast. No, my belly down here. Baby down here. Right here. No, down here. You touching my breast. Yeah. Yeah. The teeth. It's just a Egyptian queen. Say hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Alright, I gotta put you down so I can finish cooking, okay? I gotta finish cooking, okay? We're about to make the about to start on the gravy. Making the roux. I'm gonna add some onions to it. I like a lot of onions for mine. Now here, all I'm really doing is just adding flour. When it comes to making my gravies personally, I don't really like to add cornstarch. Some people like cornstarch instead of flour. I think it gives it a weird texture. It's just not my thing. So I like to use flour to create my roux. And then I'm just cooking it down with the onions to give those onions time to sweat and to, like, you know, just bring out all the flavors. And I also want you to know that once you're adding the flour, like the more flour you add, the thicker your gravy is going to be. So even after you add your liquid, if you want your gravy to be a bit thicker, then you can just add more flour. And then if you want to loosen up your gravy, because it's going to thicken up once you add that water or chicken broth or whatever the hell you like to use. But today I'm using water because I personally like to make my gravy from scratch. I'm adding a little bit of beef bouillon and then like some bottled water, and as you can see, like, I'm just whisking in that flour and combining like the onions and stuff because I don't want it to get lumped up. I'm not really good at these voiceovers, so you have to excuse me. However, so like I'm adding more flour because I want it to be a little bit thicker. However, if you let it sit there for a while to like let it come to a simmer or start boiling a bit, it does thicken up with time. Like it continues to thicken up after a while. But I don't like my gravy too thick, and I don't like it too watery either. And then I added a little bit of black pepper, no salt or nothing like that. Some people I've seen add like browning to make their gravy brown, but right now I'm going in adding some of these burgers. I made a lot of burgers because I needed to make two different pans or whatever of it, because I have a big family and they like to eat a lot. And you know, sometimes like burgers and gravy taste really good with leftovers. It's something about like that gravy and letting it sit all night and then the next day it be fire. So I'm just taking it and flipping these burgers so that, you know, the other side can get, you know, smothered in that gravy, and everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. So continue to watch. Now, as you can see, we are moving on to the mashed potatoes. I'm just adding a little bit of country crock butter because that's the only butter that I had. Sometimes I use sticks of butter, but I mean, work with what you got. I made the mashed potatoes a bit simple today. All I used was, like I said, that butter. I mashed it up. I used some heavy whipping cream because I feel like heavy whipping cream makes it creamier than if you were to just add milk. But if you don't like it like that, then you could just add, you know, like some whole milk or some 2% milk, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat, babe. But I added the heavy whipping cream and a little bit of sour cream. And then the only thing I seasoned it with today was just a little bit of black pepper and some sea salt. And that was basically it. The sour cream is basically optional. There have been times where when I'm making other dishes, when it comes to my mashed potatoes, sometimes I'll even add ranch, but I just didn't want to do that today. And as you can see, you know, I just kind of play it by ear, but I would say gradually add like whatever your liquid's gonna be, because if you add too much, you're just gonna make your mashed potatoes all like watery and they're gonna be looking soupy and it's not gonna be good. So like just add it gradually, take your time, pay attention, baby. Put the love in your food, put the love in your meal, or it's not gonna be good, period. Like I said, the only thing I add is black pepper and sea salt. You could add seasoned salt, but I feel like for me personally, it makes your mashed potatoes look a little bit orange depending on how much you use, and it's more of an aesthetic thing for me as well as a taste thing. Sea salt is a bit healthier. You could even use pink Himalayan salt. Again, sour cream for me personally, when it comes to adding that to your mashed potatoes, what it does is it just gives, like, you know, your mashed potatoes like a creamier, richer texture, and a richer taste. And so that's the reason why I add it. But as you see, like, you know, you can add as much or as little as you like. If you don't like sour cream, because I know a lot of people don't like sour cream, I would say try it even if you don't like sour cream, because it's not overkill. As long as you don't do too much, babe, like, you gonna fuck up the game with this one. Last but not least, I'm going to cook my broccoli, and I'm going to turn on the oven for my biscuits so they can cook while the broccoli is. They're eating now. They didn't want to wait till the biscuits came out. Cassie was showing out, so I just gave them their food now. I should have gave them a bath after, but I gave them a bath before dinner.
Mom, I like these.
You like those? The mashed potatoes? Do you like the broccoli with the cheese? My kids were a little too impatient to wait on the biscuits, but me, I like to eat all my food together. Like, I like to be able to put all my food on one fork to eat that first bite with everything together, because that's just fire to me. I'm not that person that's like, oh, nah, I don't like my food to touch. And then I like to have it with a nice cold beverage, because that's my vibe. As you can see, this is my plate. I didn't play no games. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you try out this recipe, tag me and let me know. And until next time, bye guys.
Come through, I think I need you.